Hello, Internet. So, 2016, eh? 2016 was a year. 2016 was a year. And now it's over! Hey! And many people have made sincere videos talking about all the good things that happened, the bad things, the sad things, and I was thinking I could do one like that just before Christmas, because, you know, I had a pretty crazy year last year, but then I thought, you know what? I don't want that. You don't want that. 2016 can fuck off, okay? We're tired of it. So instead, as for some reason it was so popular, just so much more popular than many of the other things I uploaded. I wonder why. Let's wave goodbye to that flop of a year by paying tribute to every time millions of people laughed at my mistakes. This is the top Dan memes of 2016. The year got off to a very appropriate start, by which I mean I thought I looked really cool and everyone else alive thought I looked like a tramp. I obtained this Yeezy sweater, which I thought would make me look all cool and swaggy like this guy. No, it made me look like fucking Shrek, didn't it? I know, okay? And no one really cared about the video. Everyone just wanted me to know how much I looked like a potato sack. Okay, here we go, very accurate. Now there's me with the hair and terrifying morph, okay, of course, and literal house rags, I suppose that's appropriate. Oh shit, really? You went there, oh my god. Did you know, last year I hosted a proper BBC TV documentary about esports. I spent an entire summer filming it, I worked really hard, and do you think anyone cared or connected with it or said that they learned anything interesting? No, people just made fun of how I walked. Now, I said to the director, the internet audience is used to things being very real and authentic, and if you do anything scripted and I get filmed pretending to walk places, then that's gonna look really weird. But he said, no, it's proper filmmaking, I know what I'm doing, trust me, it will be fine. It wasn't fine, I looked stupid as fuck. I told him it would look weird, and then they didn't believe me, and then they went out, and then just all anyone said was, Dan, why are you just walking everywhere? And then came the jokes. Yeah, there we go, classic one there, walking down the wall, just going for a little gander. Honestly, if any of you actually want to watch the documentary, it is really good. It is called The Super Gamers, and I'm sure that if you were to search it anywhere, you wouldn't be able to find it, because nobody has illegally uploaded it. For April Fool's Day, we made another Dan and Phil Crafts video.
Hello, crafties, and welcome back to Dan and Phil Crafts.
In the first one, we gave birth to the iconic pulsating tumour on the body of YouTube that is Don't Cry Craft, and this year you guys took it upon yourselves to do the exact same thing with
Pro tip.
No YouTube comment section was safe from the tsunami of pro tip written in caps lock spamming the comments, and you destroyed the website. Please stop doing that. Everybody hates us. For real though, don't mess around with glitter like that. It took like 5 hours to vacuum. It just wasn't worth it at all. We did a tour last year of a stage show, made a couple movies and did a book about it, whatever. It turns out that when Dan and Phil actually leave the house, many opportunities are presented for us to make mistakes in public. First up, remember this icon of mine? I'm guessing so, as you wouldn't stop asking me to send it to hell. But whether it was that, an Instagram selfie, or a professional photo, I just couldn't stop doing peace signs. So much, in fact, that in nearly every one of the literally tens of thousands of photos that I had with you guys at meetups last year, I pulled the exact same facial expression. Look at that. I don't even know whether that's funny or just creepy. Is that disturbing? And when I did this, I can't say you were fans. No, definitely not.
I don't know what you better stop! Bitch, stop!
Now before we start laughing, let me make you feel bad and explain myself, okay? I am socially awkward, I'm incredibly anxious, I have mild agoraphobia, and my arms are like two lanky giraffe legs taped to my body. The reason I always do peace signs is because I'm terrified, okay? It was a coping mechanism because I was scared and I didn't know what to do, and you ripped it away from me, so now, instead of just looking ironic, I look sad. You happy? By far, the worst thing that humanity contributed to the world in 2016 was dabbing. What started off as a dance move that some people did, yep, fine, whatever, turned into the whitest and awfulest fucking meme. And of course, you kept asking us to do it. The problem here is that the first time somebody asked us to dab, we didn't really know what they were asking us to do, and we did this. Okay. We didn't know what they were saying. They just said, do you want to dab? Went like that. So we were just like, okay. Oh my god. And then I was like kind of getting there maybe, and eventually there we go. Yeah. And obviously you guys just found that so funny. You wouldn't stop pointing out there I was learning. There's a whole compilation of me doing it. Apparently you loved it so much some of you cosplayed. Wow. Let's just not talk about Phil. We're gonna call this next few the drugs trilogy. I bought this jumper, perfectly fine, object of clothing, brown, knitted. Oh, and what's this pattern? And is that what you guys obviously thought when I wore this? No, you thought that the leaves were weed. As in, literally, yeah. You thought I bought a freaking weed pattern sweater, like that's a thing I would actually get. There we go. Wore it literally once, just ruined. When you're a performer, especially when you're on the road, you have to look after your voice. And one of the ways that people do this is by steaming. Now, there's lots of different methods. You could put your head in a bowl full of hot water with a towel over you and get all moist looking like a dickhead, or you could use one of these things. And in the selfie that I posted of me using this thing, I made the very obvious joke that it kind of looked like I was vaping, which you guys thought was funny, and you went along with it, in fact, so much that it inspired this art, which is just kind of weirdly beautiful for the subject matter. The thing is though, some people just don't get jokes sometimes, and maybe if you see that with no context, you just believe it. So this led to many people thinking I was actually bragging about a vaping habit on my Instagram. And I know you're thinking, who cares, right, if somebody can't pick up the sarcasm? Well, I'll tell you exactly who. A very distressed mum called Janice, who sent this email to my internet support group. Bad behaviour. Hello, I hope I have the right address. My name is Janice, and I'm a mother of a girl who watches your blog videos. She is a big fan, and talks about you always on dinner. Today, I was appalled to see a post where you promote smoking. What? Whatever. I'm sorry, but my daughter will not be allowed to follow your blog anymore. I hope you're ashamed. Disappointed, Janice. Well, shit, Janice, I've been told. And as if that wasn't already enough to convince some people that I was high, at one of the meetups, I turned up with a red eye. Look, it happens sometimes, okay? You get red eyes. Maybe I poked myself. Maybe I got some hairspray in it. I don't know. But no, you will decide that I'm definitely frickin' Snoop Dogg before performing a stage show. Like, I understand. I get these jokes. I get that they're funny, but they're just on the internet forever now, with no context for anyone to just see. And lastly with the tour, what do you think people liked the most? Was it the actual content of the stage show, the movies, the book, the musical number finale that we released as a single for charity? No, it was our vocal warm-up. Part of our pre-show routine was to sing this little repeating brain and tongue twister song called Danger Men at Work.
1, 2, 3. Danger men at work, danger men at work, danger men at work, danger men at work, danger men. 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 German at work, Dane. German at work, Dane. German at work, danger men. At work, danger men. At work, danger men. At work, danger men. At Work danger, men at work danger, men at work danger. I can't
Men
do
at
it.
work danger.
Men at work danger. Men at work danger, men at work danger, men at work.
Oh my god, I did it. I did it perfectly. That's the first time I've done that in like 5 months.
Kind of danger, men at work genius.
Get wrecked. People became obsessed with it. Why? I don't know. There were memes, people did remixes, kind of. YouTube themselves even shitposted about it with a GIF when YouTube Rewind was happening. And then, one of the most genuinely surreal moments of my already bizarre existence is when this happened at an event where we were promoting the book.
German at work Dane, 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 German at work danger, men 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 at work.
I don't understand. Why? Why do I try with any of this? Now, sometimes I don't upload videos for a few weeks, but when I come back, I do it in style.
A month without uploading, he comes back with a tag that no one even tagged him in. He's not a challenge to drag,
Ouch.
so prepare for an attack, and by that I mean cringe. 'Cause this motherfucker's about to get dragged by his fringe.
I joined in with the Roast Yourself challenge and dropped a diss track against myself, and I was way too real. I went much further than anyone was expecting. Most of you were in shock for about a month because the entire universe had just been flipped on its head. But you know, some of you really enjoyed it. You got it, were celebrating it. You really enjoyed this DJ Howell character, especially the random guy that illegally uploaded the track to iTunes under my name. And before it could get taken down, and without me even mentioning it, it started to climb the international hip-hop charts and placed above Kanye. That actually happened. By far, one of the funniest things I joked about in the diss track, though, was how I was secretly a furry, and I just loved how much you all enjoyed this joke, with all the funny joke pictures you made about the thing that I was totally joking about. Only trying to tell the internet that I'm a furry for a while now with little hints. Things really go downhill from here as I kept finding myself in various situations on Twitter and in videos, joking about various kinks that I had. Yeah, that was a thing, specifically choking. And you know, I gotta hand it to you guys. You're not ones to just let things slide and think, oh, that was a funny joke, I'll forget about it. No, you like to stop and rewind and enhance the moment. Wait, no really? No. Oh, no! Oh my god! No, oh my god, really? Seriously? Oh, Jesus Christ! Oh my god! For real though, funnily enough, choking is pretty much the one kink I don't actually have. Go figure. The world did a lot of partying for people that were over last year, but what was perhaps the biggest public shaming since...
Shame.
And the most sweet moment of justice and retribution in my life was the moment I finally caught Phil stealing my cereal. That is my most popular tweet of all time. We went to Australia, hugged a koala. Now, I hear what you're saying. This sounds like an opportunity for some inappropriate Photoshop. Well, you should thank the Instagram user phanholdingthings who made an entire account for it. Here we go. See, there's me holding a stubbly Kanye there. Obviously, got to get the B movie in. A Trump dribbling with me. Got to watch that. Oh, the meta one. Got to have that. And Jesus Christ, that's disturbing as diddly Jesus frick. In an internet support group video, I gave some solid sexual health advice. When I do my next internet support group video, I do not want to be dealing with teen pregnancies and pictures of people's genital herpes, okay? So if anything, do it for Dan, okay? Hashtag rubber up for Dan. I was joking, obviously. Didn't stop it trending worldwide and you guys turning it into a bloody public health campaign. Oh, that's right. I just keep being put in teen magazines. Oh, still white. And if you thought Wowzer was bad, they are seriously taking the piss now. This is basically bullying. Let's have a look. Oh, very attractive. Remove my hair there. Say, oh, I'm doing a poop in the poo. Cool, fine. Joking about how we interview people. Rip my career. It's me as a chia pet. Wonderful. Good use of someone's time. Not being flexible. Don't want to know what that's about. And you're the tatty to my nothfil. Great. How do I stop this? Seriously, how much crack do I have to be photographed sniffing out of whose ass for me to stop being put in teen magazines? This is my goal for 2017, okay? This year saw the YouTube community's first ever British Online Creator Awards. What an amazing idea to celebrate the talent and diversity of our platform, and it was a great night. Me and Phil, we won 3 awards between us. You don't care, do you? Nope, what people cared about was my obnoxious suit. Oh yeah, that is right. Look at this, baby. Oh yeah, when I saw this, I just thought this is the most incredible and hideous, beautiful, unacceptable item of clothing I have ever seen. I have to have it. And so I blinded people wherever I walked and I lacerated everyone I hugged. It was a good night. I went to a YouTube event with some people and met James Corden and had a photo with him. Aw, isn't that nice? What a lovely photo. I mean, it's a bit blurry, but wait a minute! Where the hell are my legs? What the fuck? Where did they go? Who has them? Needless to say, this became the hottest frickin' YouTube conspiracy since saving Marina Joyce. There were theories about this shit. Now, by far, my favorite meme was the mass dragging of every single vlogger that was the over-exaggerating YouTuber storytime meme, which was mocking how vloggers just make a video talking about an everyday, uninteresting situation, but then change the title so it seems like a life or death, incredible, unbelievable story. Please, click on me. I'm so desperate, dear God, just click. I have no friends or self-esteem. My life has no worth, just and you guys did some amazing ones for me. Let's see. YouTuber trips, YouTuber near-death experience, yep. Gets dirt in eye, YouTuber I nearly blinded myself. Catches small cold, I nearly died. Not, and it's kinda warm and sunny. Dan is on fire! It's true though, to be fair, isn't it? Now, heading towards the end of the year, Trump happened, every celebrity you ever loved died, Dan hadn't uploaded a video for 3 weeks. How could 2016 possibly get any worse? Well, imagine one of your teen heroes. One of mine was Pete Wentz. I was obsessed with Fall Out Boy when I was like 15. They were my life. And somehow, I have been lucky enough with this thing that I call a job that I have managed to meet Fall Out Boy and hang out with him and interview him a whole bunch of times. He even prank called me on my mobile live on the radio. So surely nothing could break this bond that we have forged between us. Me and Phil did a best friend quiz video on our gaming channel, Dan and Phil Games, and we said that whoever won the quiz would get to tweet something from the other person's phone. Haha, yeah, classic, very funny. Phil won, and he tweeted this. Sometimes I dream about being one of the reindeer galloping through the sky with leather straps tying me to my friends. Yes, carrots, please. Oh, for fuck's sake. What the fuck, Phil? Right, so where did that come from in his mind? So many people that we know in real life, friends of ours, other YouTubers, liked this tweet, and now they all think that I'm some weird leather strap reindeer kink person. So weird, in fact, that Pete Wentz unfollowed me on Twitter after I posted it. That's right. Oh, I am just so relatable, guys. You know, that feel when your teen idol publicly kink shames you by unfollowing you on Twitter. hashtag JustDanThings. Thankfully, at the end of the year, I actually managed to get some revenge on you guys by changing my Twitter persona to Dantaclaws, which was helped by this icon. Now, how do you feel looking at that? Is it sexy? Is it disturbing? I feel like it's definitely more disturbing than sexy. I even managed to disturb Jacksepticeye. Yeah, look at that. Hasn't unfollowed me though. Yet. Before we go, I want to give some honourable mentions. One to the magical man that is somehow popular on both Reddit and Tumblr, Mr. Shitty Watercolour, who was there through the whole year with me, making sure that no moment of shame wasn't immortalised with a really crap piece of art, and also the people out there that work really very hard to make sure every single meme out there has a specific Dan version. Let's have a look at a few of those. We've got the Pepe drinking himself to death, the Shook edits, you know, you can feel the trauma within me, the Mr. Krabs, my internal monologue all the time, the Kermits with the hook, and the starter packs, which are just way too accurate, to be honest, aren't they, you mother fluffers. And apparently someone has made a video that has combined all of them together in one tribute, okay? Oh, for God's sake! Oh yeah, you had to get a lazy town on it, didn't you? Where is this going? Oh, no, oh, for God's sake! No! Really? What's the... No! Oh, for fuck's sake! Really? Oh my God. I actually might cry. Am I actually crying? I think I'm actually crying right now. Oh. So there we go. What an eventful year. I'm now dead inside, so it's going to be a while for me to recover before I can say anything sincere about me appreciating you watching my videos or whatever. So now as we head into the future, let's just remember that thanks to the internet, you will never be able to escape your mistakes. They will haunt you forever, and apparently you can't change either, so don't even bother to try. Here's to 2017. So there, for real, now that last year's crazy adventure is finally over, I am looking actually quite forward to spending some quality time with you here, and if you want to see all of the new memes made at my expense, make sure to follow me on all of the social media that you might have. I will link to them down in the description so you can keep up to date with my tragic life. Tap here to subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and make sure you all ring that bell symbol to get notifications when I upload a video. Don't worry, you won't get too many. You can check out the gaming channel for dozens of hours of Dan and Phil bants that I promise you will love, and the side channel which now has weekly hour-long live streams, and I will see you next time. Bye!